Sweet. So yeah, go to your HighLevel account and I want you to make info@closebot.ai and admin user at the agency. Well, if you have agency access, if you don't, that's fine. If it's subaccounts, it's fine.
I do. You said we'll call it CloseBot support or first something like that for the name.
Yeah.
I did not put a password in there, but you're good to go.
Okay. Now I'm going to send you a link. I want you to sign up. It's totally separate platform right now.
Got it.
So you're going to sign up for the CloseBot V2. I'll send you this link. Cool. Now go to your settings.
It's making me answer those questions. Okay. Settings. You want me to share my screen?
Yeah. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Sweet. Actually go into users in the sidebar. And then invite user. User type, admin, and then you don't have to add me to any sources, just invite. Sweet. Now I will take it from here.
Yeah.
I will share. I'll have to share my entire screen. Maybe not. Can you
Let me make sure I send it to the right email address.
do like a resend?
Yeah.
Maybe it takes a little bit too. And then it's Fuel CRM.
Yep. I just messaged you. That's the right email address.
I'll check it. One sec.
Okay.
You're logged into your CRM. Okay. At least I'm logged into your CRM.
Cool.
Then cool. So V2 is made up of 4 different parts. We have your source, which is where the messages are coming from. That's your Go HighLevel account. We have AI providers, which is like OpenAI, Anthropic, DeepSeek, Gemini, all those things. Let's start by connecting your source. Now, which one are we connecting?
Think tank, Cowork.
Okay, so we're connected to Think Tank Cowork. Step 1. Next, we need an AI provider. If you could, do you have an API key for OpenAI or Anthropic?
Probably.
If not, I can go grab one of mine, and then just put yours in whenever you can.
I am in here now. Where would I get that? It's not in ChatGPT. It's in like a separate, it's an OpenAI. Yeah, I gotta go to OpenAI, right?
You can go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that and add your provider.
Okay, so create a new, do I create a new secret key?
Yeah.
Okay, and then what do you want me to, I'll call that CloseBot V2.
Yeah, whatever you want.
And then default project, all permissions.
Yep.
Okay, let me put that in the chat.
Do you have other keys in there already?
I've got one other one.
Cool. Go ahead so that I'm not recording it. Go into your CloseBot account and click on AI providers.
Oh, okay. Got it.
And then you'll add a new provider. You'll paste in the key, and then you'll have to click to validate it first. And after you do that, the save button will come up. Okay, good?
Yep.
I see it there, OpenAI.
Now, would you recommend also having Claude?
It's good to have another one in there too, just in case OpenAI goes down. But this is fine to get us started.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 2 parts. We have the AI provider, and we have the source. The next 2 parts make up an agent. One is the persona, and that's what builds the style of how it's going to respond. The other is the flow, which is the actual job that your persona is going to be doing. So let's create the persona. You could upload your own image, or we can just pick one of them. And these can be changed later. What name do you want it to be called?
Boy, what do you suggest?
What I've used is Sam, because it can be male or female. People aren't surprised when they walk in, and
Sam support, basically.
Can be edited.
Okay, that's good.
I could add a description. We don't use this. This is just for you to know. Maybe I could put using this for Think Tank, because you could build for all of your, for the mortgage companies and stuff too in here. Maybe no typos, but break up a lot of the larger messages into smaller ones.
Okay.
Additional delay is helpful if you're doing it like texting. Yeah. It's going to respond in like 5 seconds, and that's fast for text. In here, extra instructions on how to respond. I'm just going to copy over what I've used. Let me send into my account on the other screen again. AI likes to use the person's name a lot, so I give it the instruction: don't use their name, don't be exclamatory or over the top. Only answer questions you know the answer to. Probably don't want to say you can speak any language. Don't discuss anything not related to Think Tank Coworking, Everett, etc. Just so people can't like get it off task. About the Industrial Revolution or whatever. And AI is by default really like friendly. So I like to tell it to be concise.
Okay.
And maybe concise and friendly would be a good combination for you. So it's not like weird AI responses, you know? And then let's pick your CloseBot provider. Okay, so we have this persona created. And now let's create your flow. Front desk. This is a go high level type agent and connecting it to the think tank. And we want it only on for live chat.
I actually would like to do it as a text as well. Can that be done?
Yep, we can do live chat and text.
Because I'm going to update this where anyone has any questions, I'm going to keep adding more to the knowledge library. So people can say, hey, you're out of coffee. We need more toilet paper. How do I get on the internet?
Okay, cool. And then we'll create it from scratch. Okay, so the way this works, we have this starting point. Anyone that comes in and is a new contact, they start here.
Okay.
So knowing that we want it to primarily be just answering questions, right? That's kind of the main thing. But we need to, if we don't have it already, get their name and email.
And I got a question on that part because I'm getting a lot of CloseBot, hey, new lead, and they're empty. So people click it and start it, but don't do anything with it.
What I do is I have a workflow. The trigger is new contact created, and I have it wait like 24 hours. And if after 24 hours, first name is guest, I just delete the contact in a go high level workflow. So that's constantly cleaning out those leads. And then since you probably have a bunch of those leads in there, you can bulk add them to that to clean them. Okay, so we have this first objective. We're gonna put 2 objectives in here. Well, 3. You just need their first name probably at this point.
Yeah, I think so.
Get their first name. And then email address.
Yep.
Okay, so this is going to get their first name and email address. It's going to do it together too, which is nice. Hey, can I have your name and email so I can help you?
Would adding the phone number be more than you'd normally see?
What I would do is wait and have it be able to answer questions. Because they might come in and they might be someone who's ready to buy, but like, I don't want to give you my phone number yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Reduce the friction to answering questions. And then we're just going to allow them to engage in conversation. So this is our main flow. We need to know who they are. We're going to allow it to skip if it's not blank. So if they come in, we already know who they are. It's not going to ask them again. And then it's just chilling here, answering questions. And we're going to scrape your website so it knows about things.
Certain things.
We'll upload stuff. Now we enter custom scenarios. So if while it's doing this, it detects they want to book a demo or an in-person walkthrough, is that something you still offer?
We do. We book tours. Now we use Calendly for that, so it's just all through Calendly.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, well, we can still, if they request a tour booking, we can send the Calendly link.
Cool.
So sitting here answering questions. If they do say they want to book a tour, it's going to throw them down here where we would want to
Pull that link up.
give them the Calendly link.
In the chat.
Okay. Now, because we don't want it to mess up, I could either say use AI to generate a response and then it'll work it into the conversation, or say it verbatim. I'm just going to use the verbatim.
Okay.
Okay. The rest of it should live in like just a Q&A type.
The only other thing is if they wanted to book a day pass.
Okay. That's another
That would
awesome
be
scenario.
the exact same thing as with just a link. Custom scenario to a statement. And then if I wanted to just be also just answering general questions, would that still fall under the conversation, you think?
Yep. So what it's going to do if it ever jumps down here, it's going to do this thing, but then it'll jump back up to the conversation.
Got it. Okay.
This is where it likes to live. It just comes down here if it needs to.
Got it. And then all those items can be from a web scrub and the knowledge library.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it has access to all that stuff at any point. So even if they come down here and they're right here and we're in the middle of getting their name and email, it's still able to pull from those uploads to answer questions, even if it's not here.
Is there anything I need to do? Because we had somebody who was a day pass user who ignored our multiple signs for the Wi-Fi login, went to our website and engaged with the sales bot. So I'm going to have the sales bot answer those questions, but is there anything I need to prompt it so that it to ask a certain question or
To know if they're already
because if somebody's asking about Wi-Fi, if they're asking about facility questions, they're in a support, they have a support need, not a sales need, right? Do we need to delineate? Is there any way or need to delineate that, or should it not really matter? Like, would it ask a question like, are you in the building? You wouldn't ask that question, but that's what we really want to know. Are you in the building, or are you asking about what are the Wi-Fi speeds, or are you asking for a Wi-Fi password because you're in the building? Like, that's where, and maybe I should create two separate bots. That's what I'm trying to, should I make a bot that's just to support like a think tank concierge?
I think this can operate as both.
Okay.
Either way, I don't think it'd be awkward to get their name and email before we give them the Wi-Fi.
Not at all.
And same with any sort of information. It's okay to want to verify that they're there.
Or if we were going to do this where it's kind of like it's a think tank concierge and a sales bot, would the first question be, are you a member? And then if they say no, it's like, oh, cool. What's your name? What's your email? Kind of a thing.
Sure. It's a good idea.
Wow, dude, this is so much easier.
So much easier.
I mean, and so that's really the prompt for the bot where it says short description.
Yeah.
Okay. How often would you use extra?
Almost never.
Okay.
Do you have a field for, and you don't need a field, existing
No.
number?
We're just basically saying, is this a sales call or a support call?
So if they're an existing member, we don't need to get their name and email.
Correct.
So since we don't have it mapped to a field, I'm going to use a branch, and I'm going to say use AI to make a decision. This is an existing member.
And then they would go right from that branch direct to the conversation. Whereas there would be a separate branch that would take
This, right?
Yeah. So if it's an existing member, yes. Do we need to say yes? It goes through the conversation. Oh, I see. False. Yeah, I got it. Okay. So that's the yes, no, true or false.
Yeah.
Got it.
So we determined whether or not they're an existing member, and then because we didn't link that to a field, we had to use AI to check, kind of analyze how the conversation's going and decide how to route them.
How did you select true versus false? Was that a separate? Did you have to select that separately?
When I drag this branch in here,
Yep. Oh, is the top true? There's 2 dots there.
I can say use AI to make a decision,
Okay.
and then I just make this a true or false thing.
I got it. Okay. So it knows that you're asking a true or false question.
Yeah.
True or false. Okay.
Yeah. We also have a switch. So if there are multiple scenarios, you can use a switch. And that can be multiple, like car type.
Or like age, 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60.
Maybe we collected it to a field, their car type, or maybe you already have it.
Boy, that's crazy. Okay.
If that is equal to, you know.
That makes sense. And mine's probably going to be one of the simpler bots. I would
Totally. Which is great. So this is good. If they're an existing member, we don't need to gather their stuff. We're just answering stuff for them. If they're not, we need to get their first name and email so at least you can retarget market to them before we continue to just answer questions. If they want to book a tour, we send them this Calendly link. If they want a day pass.
And I just put that link in the chat as well.
And is this a paid thing?
It is they're paying $35 a day.
Cool. So what it's going to do is it's going to give them that link, hop back up here, and then this will answer questions because they'll probably say like, what am I getting for the $35? And
what are the hours and stuff like that? And I was able to, is this real time? Like if I refresh it, is it, or can I update a HTML link right now while you're working in it?
Hold on.
Because I got a shorter link for that calendar. I butchered that link.
Yeah, go ahead and give me the shorter one. So if you want to come in, edit it, you can come in, change it here, and then you would click publish, and then it's live.
Dude, that's so much cleaner.
Yeah. This is a huge upgrade.
Yeah.
Cool. So then I can publish this. Oh, we didn't attach our persona. This part's getting cleaned up a little bit to make it easier to follow. Settings, persona, let's attach that persona.
Got it.
Now we can publish it. So here it is. And we can test it too. So we can go into the testing. Same thing. This is going to get simplified a little bit. Let's say, now it doesn't have any of your knowledge yet.
How does it know to scrub my website? Do I need to add that in?
We'll put that in.
Got it.
We'll just test the flow for a little bit.
Oh, there you go. First time visiting. Perfect. Isn't it satisfying when you make something and then it works?
It's even more satisfying when you tell someone to make something
And then it works.
and they make it and it works.
Because like in the mortgage industry, you know, like in real estate, you close a deal and you're just on to the next deal. There's no celebration. Yeah, I mean, maybe in real estate there's a little bit, but in a mortgage, there's no celebration.
So let's ask if we can get a walkthrough. Boom.
Would that be a hyperlink if it was
Yeah.
done through the web?
Yeah, it should be.
And then on the phone, how do I, because what I want to do is have QR codes throughout the building, and I'm going to call it the concierge, and then it'll just be like, have a question, need something, connect with our concierge.
This is getting fixed too. It threw it in there again.
Okay.
That should be fixed today. We're probably like 10 days out from all features being done and just making the billing work and the support work the right way. Anyway, sorry, ask your question again.
Yeah, so I really like this idea of having it through text, where a day pass user comes in the building, they've gained access, now they don't know what to do, they didn't read any of the instructions we sent them, and they can't figure out Wi-Fi. I'm gonna have QR codes like laminated to every table saying, need help, ask our concierge. They would scan that, would they scan the QR code? Would they text it? Like how do you get them to engage with the bot through text? Because I would assume, wouldn't text be the easiest way to, is that the easiest way to engage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can have a QR code route to open your phone text app with a message inserted.
Through Go HighLevel?
Yeah. Well, let me ask ChatGPT this. So this is the link. Instead of like a URL for the QR code, you'd put this.
And then I just need to make sure.
And then when they scan it, it'll open their texting app and it'll say, I need help. And the phone number will be whatever this phone number is. And all they have to do then is click send, and the bot's there ready to pick up.
And so there's a phone. So the phone number is through CloseBot or through Go HighLevel?
Go HighLevel.
Got it. So CloseBot is texting through the Go HighLevel phone number.
Yeah.
So got it.
Were we going to, what else were we going to do?
I think
Yeah.
it just needs to scrub our website, and then I need
that's
to
right.
add in, and then I need to add in knowledge.
Let's do that. Website.
What did you ask ChatGPT?
I asked it, let me send this to you.
Yeah, that'd be great. Because I think that's going to be the best part of this is going to be, because we use Google Ads. So most people are coming through that. It's where they get in the space and we can answer all because I'm trying to make the space autonomous and not need a host.
Right. And you could pre-fill that with different information. Say they have a question about like, what's the Wi-Fi? You could have that automatically pre-inject, what's the Wi-Fi? So they don't have to get in there and message, how does this work? And then it responds asking if they're a member. And they're like, leave me alone. I just need to know the Wi-Fi. Just reduce it for them. They just hit send. They could even have it say, I'm already a member. What's the Wi-Fi? And then it'll automatically know that, route to the question and answer, not ask if they're a member, and give them the information about the Wi-Fi. So now we need to, scrape the site. Do a web scrape. Now, breadth and depth. What this is saying is how many links on your homepage do we want to go into? And then how deep do we want to go? So not only will it go into one of your links, but you can have it find that many links on that page and go into those links. Maybe 10. And
there's not, our website is not that in depth, so it shouldn't
I imagine it's not. So let's just go on the links you have in here. So it'll go into office space, memberships, meeting spaces, virtual tour, about. Maybe let's try 2, just in case you have links within links. And then that shows 0 bytes right now. It takes a few minutes for it to do this, but we can go ahead, edit sources, and we'll add it to the Think Tank Cowork source. There, so when this is done, that'll have access to that information. It takes like up to 10 minutes, I think. It runs every 10 minutes.
Cool.
What else? So we did that. Let's go ahead and add the chat widget to a test page, not your actual live site right now. I'm just going to go into Cowork. Sites. Chat widget. Let's go and disable one CloseBot animation. Oh, you're rolling the old ones, huh?
Yeah, clean me up, bro.
You don't need any workflows on this one. Are you using this? Doesn't look like it. There's nothing here. We just need a blank testing thing. So I'll just call it testing chat widget. Need at least one page on it. You're using WordPress, right?
Yep.
Yeah, let me open that up. Like I said, this is just to test it out. The 3 dots thing will be working too. Okay, so it's connected, responding, we're good.
Cool.
This is accurate, right?
Yep.
So it must have finished your site scrape.
Cool.
Yeah, there we go. And then let's go back, see our contacts. Yeah, so it updated the name and email. We're rolling.
Right on, dude.
Next step would just be to put this on your live site.
Let's do it.
Actually, it's there because you have this up on your live site.
Is that the old one?
We shut off the old bot. So you're live.